with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Tar Heels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield is Simmons. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Austin Simmons firing again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Missouri! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The inside handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Using his legs, it's Hall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man, it's Thurman.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
offense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Number 92, set to kick off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Simmons makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls.
Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, UNC! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's Simmons to throw. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Hardy. Got a little grass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Hard running there. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Got enough for the first.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. But that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The run inside. It's Hardy. Oh, he got loose. Got room at the 35. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Edwards. hauls it. It's a fumble. Makes the grab in their space. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to change this route. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Missouri wants to go fast. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 21 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. There he goes! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The running back has it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got lights out after that. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Breaks the tackle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Simmons. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Got room to work. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Terry. He breaks a tackle. He's loose. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. That one will give them the lead.
Man, you'll take that on offense, 4th and short. You're just trying to stay on the field, but the defense lining up all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If you get in the second level, that's a house call. That's exactly what happened there.
You ain't lying. All those bodies trying to be so aggressive and so downhill. Don't give up the short yardage situation, but that's what happens sometimes. You miss, and then nobody home runs it the rest of the field and gets the big touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again up. Turning it on! Into the end zone! Touchdown, UNC!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here's Simmons to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. They're working that left side. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Looking for a huge play. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And now a chance, if they can put something together, to maybe have a game-winning drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Turns it loose. Connection to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. A little too much aggression there. Across the line, and they'll back up after the unnecessary roughness call. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They've got the lead here in the 4th. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throwing Simmons. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. With the catch, it's Lee. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Running inside, it's Roberts.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Snagged out of the air. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be thrown to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trailing.
Man, this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Here's Simmons to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Simmons. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Edwards. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Running to the left. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Simmons. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but